Welcome to the free money table. Sports conversations. Let's get it. WNBA, NBA, college summer hoops on the way, recruiting, rankings,
NBA
breaking down the
season
stories.
has started. No more preseason, no more training camp, man. We right into it. We're going to jump into two rookies, Flau'jae Johnson and Olivia Miles right now, to me, have been standing out amongst the rest. You know, there's a couple people that's close, but them two really doing something. So, Mo, I want to jump right to you, man. And with Olivia Miles, like, what are you feeling like she's doing, and that's impacting the link so much?
Maestro, man. You know, I love them PGs, the maestros. She just running the show, man. Got the horns over here, got the cellos over here ringing, the percussion in the back. She just a maestro, man. I just, looking at clips of her eyes, man. Her eyes are constantly moving and looking for what's what, and she constantly assessing and getting to that next point, man. So when you have the ball in your hand, you got eyes like her, you got vision, you can pass the ball, and you just control the defense with attacking at certain moments, with pulling it back, drawing people at certain moments, and and her balance is like she never looks off balance. And so that's what I've really been enjoying about her being the point guard and just running the show, man. It's pretty to watch. I didn't know how it would translate, but it did very well.
Like, is it the scoring or is it the passing, like Coach Mo said?
I think it's a combination of both. With Olivia, man, the one thing she brings, and people don't give it much credit, is energy.
Yes.
Dude, her energy is crazy. It's like, I was like, did the girl get tired? I mean, her energy is just, and you know what? It's not just the energy, it's her energy and the aura that she gives off to her
Yeah.
teammates. She invites them, hey, come play with me. Let's roll. Like the other day, I saw a highlight, man. It was so sweet. Actually, I was actually watching the game. She went to the hole. She did a nice move. She dished it up to, I think it was Natasha Howard. And she missed the layup, right? She missed the whole layup. Then she got it and made it back. First thing Olivia did, right at timeout, she went over. She looked at you like, you blew my sense.
Yeah.
But you didn't play. She said you blew my sense. They hugged it out, they smiled, and you could tell that energy is infectious. And you put that with that energy and just that feel, and people discount this part too. Remember, she could have went to the W a year prior, but she went back to TCU. That matters.
But
you know why? That she's that much more
for
seasoned.
sure, and you can see it.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. I was about to ask you, is it her going to TCU help her even more in the W now?
No, because she was going to be the top 5 pick anyway.
Well,
The piece that helps her more is guess what? She is smart enough to know they were coming out with a new CBA. So she was ready and got that extra paper. Right? That was the smartest move right there. Game-wise, she was ready. She was ready. But she was like, that new CBA coming out. So the dollars is going to be up. If I go now, I may make $79,000 a year.
Right.
But now she probably make close to $300,000 to $400,000 a year now.
That's good business right there.
That was smart business.
That was.
TCU did help in a way of like off the floor, not necessarily like her play. It helped her from, like she said in interviews, far as her, her mental and her love of it. But like far as the skill, she had the skill, prior to going there.
But
the love,
I agree with y'all.
The love for the game had lost.
I'm about to go there.
But I agree with y'all. To be a pro is more than skill. So that's why
you gotta have it too now.
But that's what I think TCU, the rigor through TCU, knowing what she did at Notre Dame, really prevail her now while she's on the link.
I agree.
Well, the biggest piece was this. At that point spot, guess what? She ain't had to share the spotlight now. It was all hers.
And that's what I was about to say.
Hannah,
that's what I was about to say.
Exactly. Long as she was with Hannah, they both was equal. But guess what? Her plate got a lot fuller when she went to TCU. It was just her.
And that's where I was going.
You know what I'm saying? She had to share with some bigs, but she ain't had to share with other guys.
Yep, and
not like
both of y'all made my next point. I was going to say the same thing. When she went to TCU, she had to do more with less. So she had less athleticism. She didn't have Hannah beside her. So she had to really orchestrate and become the maestro. It wasn't no assistant tag team, me and you do it, I do it. It was her, and she had to figure it out. And I ain't saying they weren't talented. What I'm saying is that she knew she was the most talented, period. There was no question about that. And I think she had to put that on display in order for them to be successful.
Yeah, she knew she was point guard one,
Mhm.
period. And there was no two.
And on the other side of this coin, man, of this early, rookie of the year run, we have Flau'jae. What is it that she doing that's standing out, or is she just being herself?
It's two things. One, she's being herself, which is what's more than enough. But the main thing that she's doing when she got to Seattle is she's doing something that a lot of teams don't really do, especially rookies. She came in playing defense.
That's what I was gonna
If you
say.
watch, her mindset
But-
is defense first, and then I'm gonna take that open shot. Because she's always been a bucket.
Right.
But she's inserting herself and she's gaining her teammates' respect and everything else because she's out there putting it online, diving for loose balls, and playing defense. And
She
she's
earning
letting her
her keep.
defense lead her off. Exactly right.
She earning her keep. As
Yeah.
a rookie,
That-
you
that's the
gotta
biggest
do
thing I've
those
seen.
type of things.
But it's just Flau'jae being Flau'jae, man. She's always been like that. And then she's always felt like, that play with that chip on her shoulder no matter what. Even if, you can give her all the flies in the world, she's still going to play with that chip on her shoulder. And that's what's getting her over the hump.
And she said, I saw a quote from her the other day. She said, you got to be delusional about this thing. I thought that was a perfect quote for her as a specific person, doing it with rap, doing it with ball, LSU, all that, Angel Reese, all that national. She had a lot. Her past 4 to 5 years, it's been a lot going on, man. And I feel like she's taking it in stride, man. And she's where she planned on being, and she's delusional about it, saying, I can rap, I can tour, I can play ball. And now she ain't got class no more, so it's probably easier.
Take care of business.
That's what I'm gonna ask. Is it because she's out of the amateur type scrutiny and she's in a different light that she feels like she can be more free and play her game the way she want to play? Or
I don't think she had that much scrutiny. I think when she came as a freshman, she got to do what she wanted to do. Well, first of all, she probably had more doubters than anything. People thought, she can't do both.
Okay, well, let's say
They probably
doubters.
thought
Let's
that.
say doubters.
So can I change the word? Can I change the word from scrutiny to noise? Because I think it was a lot of noise.
Okay.
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 That was better.
I can feel that.
That makes
All
sense.
right.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah,
Angel
so-
Reese, you had Final Four, you had rap, you had Lil Wayne, you had that's a lot of noise
You
for
got a lot.
1 year. That was in the first
yeah,
year.
exactly.
Yeah, that was the first year. That's fact.
That's you know what I'm saying? As a freshman,
So
I
every
get what
day
you're
after that,
saying.
like I said, she was unbothered. Like she'd already been through all of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
Light
else
work.
she took care of herself.
I actually think the collegiate level gave her a cloak that she ain't going to have at the pro level. I think having people to say, hey, let her be a kid, let her be a student athlete, she can rap, she can do this. When you come a professional person and anything get in the way of anybody looking like you're not producing the numbers that you're supposed to produce, then you're going to have more scrutiny. Now you're going to have the Stephen A's. Then you're going to have the Prentice Beverleys, the Coach Mo's, the Corey Harrison. Everybody that's in media is now going to be like, hey, should she be doing this in the off season? Should she be doing this right now? Should she drop this track? So I think now she's opening herself up to being a professional and more scrutiny than probably at LSU.
Well, the only piece which you said, I agree with most of that, except for the one part.
What you mean?
They are really pro. They are really pro.
That's what that's what I was going
I'm
to.
just
They
saying.
already
Yeah,
pro.
a
When
lot
we're
of them
looking-
they're making more money in television than they make it in
So
the
let me say
W.
this.
That's cool, but they don't have the title though. They don't have the title, and we don't, and the worldwide don't look at them
But
as
the
pros.
bank account says yes.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's
But-
cool. They're
let me
getting
ask
the
you-
money. They're getting
I see
the
what you're
money
saying,
without
though.
the scrutiny. They're getting the money without the scrutiny. So they're
I
not
think
pros.
they get the scrutiny. I think
But,
they get the scrutiny. Probably just not at, like you said, it's not at that level that it's going to be as
See,
a
I
pro.
think
See, now they can be like, well,
so
you
let me merge both of
Right.
y'all points. I think the fact that she had two bigger stars in front of her helped what she was doing not be so crazy, because she wasn't the biggest star on her team with a Lil Wayne track. She still wasn't the biggest star on her team. So I think
Only 1 year. Only 1 year.
but what I'm saying,
Only Angel Reese. At least more on one of the biggest stars.
Melky's was a bigger star than her. Her coach, her
Oh, you talking about her coach?
I'm talking about, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying. I'm
okay.
saying she had bigger stars of my bad.
Yeah,
I
more
didn't clarify that. She had bigger stars, period, in front of her that was taking a lot of the hits and the bullets that was coming their way.
Yeah, I can say that.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay
I'm
with that.
cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I ain't got no argument
What's
there.
up, C? You
Yeah,
nodding.
yeah,
See what you got.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
looking like you kind of flabbergasted. What you got over there, brother?
No, because I think she was scrutinized in college too, because of her not being able to get over the hump of winning without Angel Reese. So when I say her being more free, it's less people. LSU is one of the largest media followings on social media. So it's different types of people firing stuff at her opposed to in the W. It's more people looking at it
Right.
on that
Well,
frame opposed to
I
in the
get you.
W.
I think we're more talking about the value of the people that's looking at her, like the
I get what y'all
who
saying.
they
I get what
are.
you're saying.
Like,
But
I think now she's opening herself up to a first
but
take.
noise is noise.
So let me ask you.
Yeah.
Noise is noise.
Let me ask a different question.
It doesn't matter.
Let me ask a question online with what
Mhm.
you're saying, Corey, and this could be directly at you. Are the college basketball brands bigger than the WNBA?
Some,
Some, yes.
some,
Yes.
some.
Because of
Yeah.
how impactful it has been to sports.
Got you.
Is why I say that. Because
What
the W-
WNBA team would you say is more popular than South Carolina? Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, what one
The
could we
Aces.
name?
the Aces,
Yeah, they sell out.
But think about
They
you talking
sell
about
out.
selling
maybe
out.
the Sparks.
How many? So
But
Yeah.
you like,
But
but
I
why
hate
I
to
say
say
that?
it, the fever too.
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
Okay.
That hurt to say that, but the
Yeah.
fever too.
But how? So South Carolina, UConn,
LSU.
LSU.
LSU,
And that's kind of about that's it. It really.
UCLA is more
I was
popular
going.
than a
That's
lot
what I
of
was thinking.
WNBA
But
teams too.
Oh, are we
So
talking plural?
let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do
Plural
this.
or now?
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me narrow it.
I was like,
It's
past
a
tense for
power.
now.
It's power for women's basketball more popular than the WNBA.
yes,
Yes.
I think
Yes.
that is
No
more of a
argument.
question.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
more of a question because when you say college, people are gonna start throwing in.
yeah. You say the question better than me. That was
Norfolk
kind of my
States
intention.
and
I
all
probably
that.
should have said it that way the
Yeah.
first time, but you
Yeah.
hit it on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was thinking, I was like, it got to be like places like it just depends on the school.
I agree with that.
I don't think it will be in about 3-4 years though. Because and I'm gonna tell you why.
Why? Why is it?
Because of them putting more money into the W, it's going to become more marketable for people to see it.
Hey, this goes right. No, hold on. Let me say something. This goes right into our next joke. I do not agree because what PB said on the Trash Podcast, they is getting them Kennedy Carter
Hey,
and
PB,
all those
you
people
called that-
out
yo,
of that W, bro.
You called that like a
He called
podcast,
that
bro.
joke, bro. I don't know. See, I don't know, bro. They
I'ma
getting them
tell you
jokers
why.
out of there, boy. They getting them out of there.
Whoa.
Hey,
You forget.
Let me tell you
No,
one thing.
hold on. Before you go, I want to touch that.
Okay.
I agree with what y'all are saying, but what is the biggest market? We're not the biggest market in college sports watching these people play. That's what we're not understanding.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
get that part.
We're a piece of the market. The biggest market is watching them play. So the more that is marketed up there, what is going on with the money that's being spent is going to become in 3 to 4. It's going to become bigger.
But you know what I think? Honestly, I think what you said. There's little relevance to it, but then there's also no fucking way. Let me tell you why. Because when you look at the way that these rosters are being made out, At the end of the day, it's gonna come down to what? The product on the floor.
Yeah.
If you got product on the floor that's not much better than the product at the Power Four conferences, how is that gonna make them more popular?
The W not going to be more being a power
I
forward
don't
because
think they will ever
no,
touch that level.
they not going to leave early. They're not going to leave early at the power forward level. They're not leaving early. They're not leaving early. And then after what they're doing now, what they're seeing from the draft, like PB said, and what they're doing with the rosters, I wouldn't leave early.
They're not going to leave early.
They're not going to leave early.
But the
I'm gonna give
heavy
y'all one more
hitters,
thing.
the heavy hitters are about to come out. The heavy hitters are coming
but
out.
how many is it? It ain't but three, maybe four. But the piece that I think the W is gonna get in trouble at is 3 to 4 years from now, will they have all the money? They're talking about maybe 2 or 3 years now, the salary cap being up to $10 million. They gonna play their ass right out of a damn contract.
So look, this is what I was about to say.
Exactly.
So
a lot
I'm
of
rocking
money.
with you, PB. But so I guess my question is this: I'm overhead. Where is that conversation happening at? Is that just a numbers conversation to where they saying we need to change the league to XYZ, whatever XYZ is? We need to change. Is that the T? Because the TV deal.
So
is that the TV deal?
It's
no,
not.
you know what? The
so-
TV deal. Hold on, let me real quick. The TV deal. People didn't understand this. They saw a $200 million deal for TV rights, correct? But the piece that people don't understand, that 200 mil came from the NBA's deal.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
That's a 10-year deal.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's spread it
So
out.
they just cut them a slice of their pie.
Yes, so it's spread out over 10 years.
Oh.
But I said
200
that.
million. How much is that a year? 20 million?
When I realized this was years ago when I was living in DC, my guy I knew was dating one of the players on the Mystics team. And so he was telling me how, they gave him a crib, they gave him a car, they gave him, and the money. That's a European model, not just soccer. So I know you're saying soccer, but that's a European sports model right there.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing for a long time.
And I think and they get per diem too.
Yeah. So because we got to eat at a restaurant for free. So we would have one of the sponsors that were a restaurant owner. We would get a meal or two at a restaurant for free. We would get a car that sponsors the team, and we would get an apartment. We had an apartment. And so and then we had all those patches all over our jerseys in the arena. So